got the Oos. We got Roman Reigns, Triple H, Sweet Chin Music, and woo! Yeah, we got a biggins today. WrestlingFigures.com. That is correct. We got the brand new WW Elite action figures. If you guys want to pick any of these up, hit the link in the description below. Discount code HERO is going to save you 10% on all of it. Let's get this cracked open. Let's pull it to the side. One tiny slit, one tiny cut is going to get you the weekend surprise. And what is that? Drum roll. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, we got all the brand new. Oh my goodness. It is time, you guys. It is time to honor the tribal chief. Why? We got an updated scan. How long has it been since Roman Reigns has brought a brand new scan? I'll tell you what, today, you guys, is the damn day. You got ponytail up, you got hair down, you got tribal chief pulling up into the ring, getting ready for WrestleMania. And yes, we're going to get all these out of the box. Charlotte Flair, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and then if you collect all 4 of them, you got to build a figure right there of yours truly, William Regal. And you got 2 different looks, bro. I'm digging this. So much so, we got to get, woo! Charlotte Flair, your Royal Rumble winner 2024, man. Oh, 2025 Hero Figs. We're already a year in. She has already made the return. The look you make when you got WHF pulling up here with the Summerslam. I know we're talking about WrestleMania, which is kind of crazy because I'm over here freezing my balls off, and these guys are pulling up straight out of the summer. And what do I mean by that? That's what they're inspired by. This match was iconic. Triple H, Shawn Michaels. Now, traditionally, you do see the lad in in-ring gear, but this unsanctioned street fight, you guys, was quite like no other, man. Look at that. He's coming back. He means business, and the only way to do business is with Triple H. Time to play the game. The cerebral assassin. Boy's coming with the sledgehammer, and I believe he's got the legs down there. Yeah, Triple H has got the pants because my boy ain't got no pants. Where's his pants? Not on the figure, but on the corner. But yes, you got to assemble them. You got to build them. You got to move these out of the box because we got to get all these out right there. And, of course, build a figure. Superman Punch. Here we have all the figures out of the packaging, and we got to call the press print, man, because we need to do some headline news today. And what do I mean by that? I'm going to tell you. Roman Reigns usually doesn't bring anything new to the table. I mean, his gear has been pretty much the same year after year after year, but today might very well be the exception. We're getting a lot of stuff with this figure. We're getting a lot of stuff with the overall series, but I definitely want to start out with this lad right here because not only is he bringing 2 different introductions of the new scan right here, and you do get 2. You either get the hair down or you get ponytail up. But you're also getting some new tooling within the figure itself. And yes, I'm going to go ahead and put this one on there. That way you guys can get a good idea of what you're going to get. Now, as far as interchanging hands, you got a closed fist already on the figure. And then you got the Oos, throwing up the Oos with the gloved hands. Or if you want closed fist, because you can't Superman punch a man if you don't got closed fist. So it is all tooled as well. If you guys are wondering, like, bro, is that just painted on? No, it's actually tooled. Here's the regular finger that you can swap out if you want to do it lefty. I think the man traditionally does it righty, but who knows? Maybe one day he might feel lefty. Now, this is what I want to talk about, you guys. But we were talking with the legs, with the new tooling that they are bringing with this, you're going to see quite a bit. So here's a side-by-side comparison. I want to show you a height comparison. That way you guys can see that he still scales accordingly. I feel like they're still eye to eye. I mean, I feel like this one might be just a tad taller, but I feel like it's because the head scan's not sitting down all the way. There you have it. So once you push it down all the way, yeah, right there, eye to eye level. But check this out, you guys. So torso, very much the same. I mean, a slight difference in the paint apps. This one has more of like a brown finish. This one has more of like a tan finish. And I know you're not quite picking it up in camera, but once I take off the sash, you're going to see what we're talking about. But once you get down to the legs, you guys, we got all brand new legs. And I do believe that these might be the exact same ones that we did get with the Ultimate Edition. Because if you look at the cargo pocket style, you can see how this one it's definitely a lot bigger, and this one is kind of blending into the pant mold a little bit more. It is also on pinless, so you won't see the pins on the legs, and you won't see the pins on the arms. So I'll bring up the Ultimate, that way you guys can see what we're talking about. So here's the Ultimate Edition mold, and if you look at it side by side, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it, bro. You can actually see the wrinkle design. It is very similar to the Ultimate. Now this one, it is almost close to what we're getting, but you're going to see that the wrinkles, they're just positioned slightly different. So that's pretty cool, man. I mean, again, with the Elites, we usually get the same reused piece. And then for the boots, let me show you the boots, because I do believe that this is also bringing new paint apps. Now, Ultimate did have like a darker tone to it. So if you guys are curious how it looks side by side, obviously you don't get the toe articulation and you don't get the same like design, but you can see how they were trying to incorporate the red right here with the Elite. You got Roman Reigns logo right there on the side of the boots, and you got a little touch of black located towards the back, very similar to the Ultimate Edition. Again, no toe articulation, so it all depends on what you're looking for with the points of articulation for your figure. Now, as far as the scan, I do like this one. I feel like that the likeness on both, it's bringing the Tribal Chief into proper representation when you talk about figure format. Love the hair too. It's dripping all over the figure. Really nice. You can see how it just kind of drips over. I'm going to go ahead and remove this. That way you guys can see the tattoo, man. I know you guys want to see that Tribal Chief tattoo. After all, how the crap are you going to get the in-depth review without showing you the proper gear, right? So this piece right here we have seen as well. It's a little bit darker than traditionally. Normally it's a little bit more brighter. It's a little bit more red. So, I mean, I guess it's all on how you like it. It looks like they brought the red more into the boots and then the darker. So they went like vice versa versus what they have represented in the figure in the past. Now, when you do put the ponytail up, again, both of these are looking fairly new, especially when you're talking about the paint apps on the whole fadeaway factor on the hairpiece. So you can see how it's stayed. And I think this is actually the first time we've seen this, like a proper fade on Roman Reigns. Don't recall ever seeing it on any other figure. So really nice to see that with the ponytail up. And I'm telling you too, this Roman Reigns might very well fit within the 9s, man. Like, I normally wouldn't say this, and I got to tell you, too, the feel of the figure, it is great. It's not springing back. It's not having those issues that the other figures have. So if you guys are curious, like, yeah, pretty smooth, very fluid. You get the proper brand new ankle articulation where you can rotate a full 360. You get the calf rotation, double hinge knees. You do get an upper thigh cut right there, and you can spread the figure out about that far. As far as the waist, you get a full 360. You get an ab crunch that crunches about this far forward, that far back, and the tattoo just dripping with all of the freaking designs, man. I'm giving this figure a solid banger, man. I got to give it at least a 9.5. I feel like Roman Reigns, he would throw it up for a 9.5. He's like, yeah, Hero Figs, I like it. And I also am liking this Shawn Michaels, man. Anybody that's a Heartbreak Pig fan, not pig, fig. This is what you wanted. This is what people have been at. They wanted this street gear, right? There has been a couple of different representations where people had tried to play it out, but yeah, you really couldn't do it, mainly due to the design of this style of pants that we're going to get underneath. I'll show you the actual entrance gear. You really don't get that many accessories. I mean, apart from what you're seeing, actually take that back. Since they're already on the figure, I can't say he doesn't get that many accessories, but as far as like a la carte, separate from the figure itself, you only get 2 interchanging hands. You get mic open, and you also get closed fist. And this is not like tooled. This is just painted on, which in its own right, it's kind of giving it a different color from the left as to what we're seeing on the right. This almost looks like painted on fingers, and this just looks like proper skin tone. So I do got to call him out on that because I feel like that ain't looking right, bro. Now, check this out. This gear, yeah, I like it. I mean, this is kind of almost paying homage to early Michaels. If you guys have been following Michael since his, towards the beginning of the career, this is kind of what he introduced in the beginning. I'm talking about like old Attitude Era days. And I do got one that's quite similar, different colors, but very quite similar. Here's the ringside exclusive as far as like the actual entrance piece. It's going to be more similar from the waist down. Once you get to the top part, it's completely different. But as far as the scans in its own right, it is almost identical, except you're getting a different tone right there with this one. But yeah, I want to take this off. That way you guys can see all of it. Now, there are some things that are missing, not necessarily with the entrance piece, but with the shirt itself. Because technically, from what I recall, I do believe, and I could be wrong, go in the comments, you guys. I know he had a logo design going across the chest region, and even if you look at the packaging, yeah, you don't even actually see it on the shirt. I don't know if it got edited out, But yeah, I do recall him having some kind of logo. Unless if I'm having like a Mandela effect. You guys, please tell me. Please tell me that I'm not Mandela affecting right now because, yeah, I definitely recall him having. I think it was like something, it was like some kind of biblical logo. It was like something, it wasn't 316. I'm thinking of Stone Cold Steve Austin. And it does come off pretty smooth. Check this out. So if you guys do know, please let me know. Because right now I'm feeling pretty crazy. So if I'm crazy, let me know in the comments. And if I'm not, Hero Figs, you're on crack. Check this out. Back, it is brought together by Velcro. And it's not like an actual wife beater, right? That's what people used to call it. Tank top. It's like a flat out shirt with the sleeves cut. So how do I feel about that? Well, I don't know, man. You look at the figure. What do you see here, right? That's a tank top. That's a wife beater. This is like a shirt cut off, bro. So, again, not a huge fan of that. And it does come off pretty smooth. All you got to do is just pull these up right here, and it should pop right out on you. Now, the struggle of usually putting this back on, I don't know. I guess it all depends, man. Like, the older figures, once you got it off, like, if you already had it, like, displayed for years and years, sometimes it would crack on you, sometimes it'd break. But this right here was actually pretty smooth. It came off really, really smooth. So I definitely want to bring that to your attention. That being said, I get the hit scan back on there, bro. That don't look right. A headless man don't look right. Shawn Michaels, what the crap did you have on that shirt that I can't... Yeah, I'm going to have to check my references, you guys. Hero Figs, just shut up. Talk about the damn figure, not about what it's missing. But yeah, we're getting a nice tattoo right there on the left arm. There is no tattoos besides that. So if you guys are curious, like, bro, doesn't he have a... No, that's it, bro. That is it. I mean, unless if, like, you know, underneath the pants, I don't know. We can't take off the man's pants, so I can't tie. What we can do, though, is take off the shirt really fluidly. I mean, it is Velcro, so it'll just unvelcro through the back. And then you'll get that sweet chin music playing out for all the ladies that wanted Shawn Michaels to bring the sweet chin music home. But yes, here we have it, man. Here is Shawn Michaels. And I don't know, man. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but every time I see Michaels without chest hair or stomach hair, I don't know, I cry a little bit. I feel like, where's my boy's chest hair? Where's his stomach hair? I don't recall him shaving particular for the night. And I mean, I guess it's all on how you look at it. The guy was wearing a shirt, so I can't really bust his balls. But if you plan on taking off the shirt, yeah, he's not going to have any chest hair, bro. And Michaels does. He's got the chesties. He's got the stomach hair. The guy's got all kinds of hair. As far as the skin tone, too, it looks like they're doing updates on all of these. This does have a different tone. Like, if you bring this one over here as opposed to this one, it's very similar, but in its own right, this one has, like, a little bit of a darker tint versus what we're getting right here on the side. Scale 2, I feel like he's kind of short, man. Like, I know Shawn Michaels is really not all that tall. He's like 6'1", 6'2". He's not really all that tall. But if you put up side by side with like a regular Elite, you can kind of see what we're talking about. And it might very well be due to the pant mold that we are getting. So let's talk about that, you guys. Because this pant mold, I don't know how you guys feel about it. A lot of people were kind of disappointed, mainly due to the fact that it's kind of baggy, man. Like, I don't know what it is with Mattel, you guys, but something about the pant mold designs that they choose to go with. Like, you think about Stone Cold Steve Austin, the guy always wore really tight pants, but we're not getting it here. Like, even with Michaels, like, you look on the packaging, again, I'm always going to go back onto the packaging because this is what technically they're going based off right here from the figure. But it's just, I don't know, it's really baggy, dude. It's like 2025 baggy, and they're bringing the 90s back into modern day. I do like the fade. You can see that it does have a really nice like fade feature. It's got like that washed jeans design, so pretty cool. I do like that. It is on pinless, and I do like the way that the boots are being brought together right here with the pants. Really love the design, bro. This guy went all out Texas on that night. Sweet chin music was an understatement. Let's talk about the points of articulation, though, because this pant mold, yeah, you really can't do much. I mean, you might be able to sweet chin, but you're going to really have to get creative. You can do that and do a little turn ski right there. Let's see if you can calculate a sweet chin music. Yeah, it's going to be a difficult one. And I'm telling you mainly due to the fact that the way that this figure does it, it's not doing it. I mean, I feel like it should go out further, especially with Michaels. I don't want to bust this man too much because, I mean, after all, he is on jeans. But I'm pretty sure that night, dude, this guy was delivering sweet chin music. It does have the new ankle articulation, getting the calf cut right there, getting double jointed knees. I mean, they do bend pretty good, so I really can't complain. Normally, these do struggle. You get the upper thigh cut. The legs go about this far forward. Again, it doesn't go really all that much forward, man. It's definitely struggling, but at least it's not springing back. It's not having any of those issues. The waist, full 360. Ab crunch, you get about that much ab crunch that far back. You're getting double jointed elbows. You're getting the wrist articulation goes this far forward, that far back. You can really bend the arms in. So again, if you're trying to lock someone in a headlock, you can definitely do it up. Now, as far as the arms right there, they do get a 360 right there in the upper bicep. Yeah, you get the full 360 up there, and they do rotate a full 360. The head scan goes down pretty good. It doesn't go really all that much back, mainly due to the hairpiece interfering with that, and you can swivel that around pretty good. As far as the hair too, you're almost getting like a different tone too. So I'll bring up this one because I feel like this is a perfect representation of the exact same scan, but with different paint apps. So more of a brown, more of a lighter brown, I guess you'd say, but I do like the scan. I feel like that's definitely Shawn Michaels right there. You do get a little bit of a 5 o'clock shadow, but that's really all about it, man. I got to give this Michaels, mainly due to the pant mold, I got to tap him into 8s. I think like an 8.7. It's being pretty generous, man. I do like the belt. I feel like that was definitely an important piece to bring into the figure, but they need to get away from this baggy style of design. You almost have to bring like that CM Punk Mattel creations into perspective when you're talking about like a proper pant mold, as far as like the tight fitting, not the loose, but the proper tight fitting. Now let's get into, what do you guys want to do? You guys want to do Charlotte? Yeah, let's do Charlotte, man. Charlotte right here, she definitely needed an update. And I got to say, I'm a huge fan of this scan. You don't get a lot of like accessories. I mean, really the only thing that you're going to get with the figure is going to be 2 interchanging hands. So either A, got her with their pre-post signature, or you got Mike open with a touch of green right there on the nail. So that's cool. A little attention to detail. Pretty nice. I like that. Now, here is her Ultimate Edition, and I feel like this is probably one of the best Charlotte Flair figures in my collection. Side by side, yeah, bro, I do like this. I definitely like the style on the hair. I feel like this is more modern day Charlotte. Like, I definitely see the aged like 5-year difference right here within the figures. I mean, keep in mind, this was like, probably like 5-6 years ago. This is definitely, more current. This is within the last, Summerslam, obviously SummerSlam gear, right? But here's the main thing that I'm not a fan of is how they represent the shine on the gear. And what do I mean by that? I mean, look at the figure. So if you look at the figure on the back of the box over here, it's pretty damn shiny. Like, you're not getting that with this figure. I mean, it's getting almost like a doll. Not a doll, but you're getting 2 different kinds of reds. So the main bright red right there, it's going to be on the front of the chest piece, and then the darker red is going to be behind it. And it is all tooled. You're getting the belt. You're getting the belt on the lower half as well. You're getting all the tooling right there on the lower extremities. Not on the actual tight design. This is all painted on. If you guys are wondering if those buckles are tooled or not, and you definitely get some QC. Not sure what's going on right there, but not a fan of that. Getting our signature tattoo right there. The hair, you guys, it is coming all the way down to the waistline, so that's pretty neat. You guys, backside right there, you can kind of see how all that continues. We are getting double elbows right there, double pinless elbows. And here's the thing, I know we talked about this on several videos now, but I feel like this right here could have benefited from having these wrist gauntlets right here, like actually tooled, not just painted on, because I feel like Charlotte, she definitely brings something special to the table when she brings this style of design. So the fact that we're not getting it, I'm not a fan of that. I do like the overall gear. Again, it could have been brighter. It could have been definitely more shiny. We were getting Charlotte Flair right there on the boots. You're getting a nice little white outline surrounding it, and you're getting white shoelaces. And check this out, a little bit of the Ultimate Edition love with the boots. Now, as far as articulation, goes out pretty damn good, bro. Like that. Far forward, not too bad. Both of them feel really nice. No issues. You get the upper thigh cut right there. She is on a double pinless, but because of those knee pads, you can see how they just kind of roll down like Ric Flair style. So you might have to push it back up just a little tiny bit if you want to have that properly. But you're also getting calf rotation. As we did mention, you do get the toe articulation, and it is on the old design for the ankle rockers. As far as the abs, she can definitely ab crunch pretty good. Go about that far back, getting a full 360 around the waist. And then for the upper chest region right there, you can also rock that back and forth right there in the upper half. Upper thigh cut, pretty good. Getting pinless, getting that bicep cut right there, so you get the full 360. Head rotates, I don't know, not all that great. I feel like the hair, it's getting in the way quite a bit. I do like the scan though, man. I feel like this Charlotte scan, it is proper, definitely meeting all the requirements, mainly due to the finish of the color of the gear. I got to tap her in to an even 8, you guys. I feel like she'd sit higher, but at the end of the day, you guys, ultimately, like, they really don't do that shiny gloss finish. And I don't know if it's because it, like, bleeds into other figures or what the case is, but let's talk about Triple H, right? Interchanging hands. So you got mic open on the figure, or you got closed fist that you can put on the figure right here. So again, you got one strap, you got one without, not tooled, but painted on. Hence the veiny hands and the man. And here it is. Here's a sledgehammer. This accessory we've seen quite a bit. I mean, really nothing new to introduce to the figure right here. So I got to say, yeah, sure. Triple H, that guy, he used the crap out of that sledgehammer that night. So it makes sense. Now, I actually have a gear that's quite similar right here that we can compare this to. Mine is definitely leveled up. You're going to see where Mattel gets kind of slacking. But as an overall figure, it's still pretty solid. But yeah, same scan. Different color, different paint apps. This has more of a brown. Same scale too. Really no difference in scale. But when it comes down to Triple H, you guys, Mattel kind of slacks when you get down to the knee region. And what do I mean by that? Like, I go full, like, the way that he wore, right? The guy loved wearing his knee brace. Got to bring in the knee brace. The guy liked wearing, like, what was it, like white taping behind the knee pads. You're not getting that. And I'm pretty sure, I'm going to go back to the match that night, but I'm pretty sure even during this time, Triple H liked wearing the taped knees right behind the knee pads. So again, it's just some little things, but it's definitely part of the gear, especially when you really don't have all that much to work with. I mean, the guy just wears trunks. I mean, how far can you get with just wearing trunks? That's where I feel like they could really benefit with just incorporating all the little tiny things, such as the taped knees right there. I do like the knee pads. They're kind of going to the old back, or yeah, the old Jax days, because I feel like Jax used to have this style of knee pads. Regular black boots, not much to Triple H, you guys. I got to give this figure still. And it is the same style of fodder, so really nothing new with the articulation. If you do want more in depth on the articulation, go check out the channel because we've covered several of these Triple H figures. It's going to be mainly, I feel like, if you were to bring like the whole figure, the whole Build-A-Figure into, you know, perspective and figures, because this is what they normally do. Anytime that they need like the scan to be incorporated, they usually do it like on a figure that would be less likely to be picked up. They put the scans on Michaels. I feel like they should have gone on Triple H, because that one right there, yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like you can do away. Now, here's the Build-A-Figure, all fully assembled. You're getting two different looks, two different eras. You either got the hair long or you got the Terminator look, and it is a Terminator look, bro. No, that's not what they're going based off, but yeah, we're going to talk about the scan, and I'm going to tell you why he looks like the Terminator in just a sec. Interchanging hands, you got mic open, or you got closed fist with brass knuckles. Look at that. Now, you only get the brass knuckles on the right side, and no, take that back, on the left side. So for the mic open, you get the brass knucks. The right side, so either closed fist or mic open, however you cut it. I feel like this William Regal, I do like it, you guys. I really like the color, too, of the shirt. If you look at the tie, I mean, you really haven't seen this on any other Build-A-Figure. And how do you distinguish one Build-A-Figure from the other? I mean, that's really the only thing you can do. So, fact that we got it here. Not a huge fan of this style of pant mold, and not a huge fan of the way that these arms stay in there, bro. Like, I feel like I pushed it in there a good couple of times, and I really pushed it in there, but they just keep popping off, especially the left one. Not sure what's going on with the left. The right one's a little bit tighter in there. So, again, definitely something to look out for, and your miles may vary depending on what you're looking at when it comes to that. Now, as far as the shorter hair, let me show you. Here's the Terminator look. Let's bring it back, because my boy got knocked upside the head backstage, bro. He was running his mouth, and guess what? Someone gave him a good solid banger. So I'm still going to call it like the Arnold look, bro. I feel like that looks like part metal right there seeping through the skin tone. I don't know, man. I'm just, yeah, and there's that stupid, look at this. I feel like Terminator could help. Maybe it's the weight of the brass knuckles. I feel like if we take that out, right, it'll just fix the man. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. One thing I will tell you is that as a Build-A-Figure, I'm going to fit him right there at a 7.9, mainly due to the style of pants, mainly due to that stupid arm. And again, yours might be different, but I don't know. Some of these Build-A-Figures are hit or miss, and I feel like this one, it's like right in between. Overall ranking, number one, without a doubt, I got to give it to the Tribal Chief, bro. We're getting some great stuff right there with the scans, and normally he would be like the lackluster figure in the set, right? But again, this is how I'm looking at it in a nutshell. Number two, I got to give it to Charlotte Flair. 3, Michaels would be either 1 or 2, but that stupid pant mold, dude, that And the fact that we got, look at this. This is like Shorty Michaels. This is like almost Benoit height, bro. This is like 5'10" if you're looking at it in an actual perspective. Next, I got to give it to William Regal. And last, Triple H, mainly due to just really not much going on right there with the gear. But yeah, Tribal Chief, definitely honoring the Usos. Give me your thoughts, though. Let me know what you guys think of the set. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Drop a like, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you Usos on the next one. Superman Punch!